Hello everyone and welcome to another video here on the Hidden Quantum Champions on the Polaris School of Quantum YouTube channel. In today's video we are going to look at another company from the quantum technology space, or who does contributions in the quantum technology space. And with that, let's hop right into it. Today we are looking at the company called Thorlabs. And I think everyone who's working in academia, either in an optics lab or let's say in a vicinity of a quantum optics lab, probably knows this company because they have these funny boxes here. So maybe a quick story on that. So I was not actually working in an optics lab, so I'm not, let's say, an expert when it comes to quantum optics and how to actually build those like qubits, measure anything, right? But I was working in an institute where there was one. Of course, there's some crosstalk between the labs. And one thing that I was always very jealous of was that my colleagues from the optics lab, they always got those lab snack boxes, because I think whenever you order something at Thorlabs, or at least when you order a decent amount of things, then you will get one of these boxes, including snacks. And of course, as a PhD student, snacks are always welcome during work. But apart from that, they also play a role in the space. So they also do something that is relevant for the quantum photonics research. So probably for, let's say, quantum communication labs, but also for labs in the space of qubits, like optical qubits, single photon sources, whatever. What they offer is very interesting. So what is actually their offering? You can see it here. They offer all types of optical components. So you can have fibers, there's different light sources, you can get optics elements like mirrors, lenses, whatever, like these optics tables. I don't know if you've ever seen one of those labs, but usually there's like big tables full of optical instruments. Let's say fibers, you have lenses, you have mirrors, you have semi-transparent mirrors, you have lasers, of course. Maybe you also have, I don't know, a photonic, an ionic quantum computer, like ions that you want to manipulate with laser beams. And yeah, you will find all of the components that you need here. There's also educational kits, and if you look into that, you will actually see the quantum contribution here. So I zoom in a little bit. You see, for example, here you have quantum eraser demonstration, quantum cryptography kit, quantum optics kits. So there's a lot of different things here. Let's look, for example, at the quantum cryptography kit just as one of the many examples. And what you will see here is you have these optical tables here. You have the different detectors, light sources, lenses, whatever you would need to actually build this. So just in this case here, for example, it says designed for educational, demonstration and classroom use. Complete photonics kit includes all hardware plus extensive manual and teaching material, easy to assemble and use. Choose from education kits containing imperial or metric components. Then here it describes a little bit more about the kit. So the quantum cryptography analogy demonstration kit contains components to model a data transmission setup using the BB84 encryption protocol. This encryption method allows the sender and the receiver to generate an encryption key that only the key and an eavesdropper, that only they know, and eavesdroppers to be detected. In this analogy experiment, the polarization of transmitted light carriers carries bits of information which are manipulated using half-wave plates and polarizing beam splitters. The educational lab kit includes the lasers, half-wave plates, polarizing beam splitters, and detectors required to model the sender Alice, the receiver Bob, and the eavesdropper Eve. Please note that this is a classical experiment that simulates the principles used in the quantum cryptography. As an analogy to the quantum setup, this experiment works with a pulsed laser instead of single photons. Single photon detectors are not included in this kit. So, and then of course you can also see pricing here for these different kits. There's also a video here where I guess this is going to be explained, and of course there's more information here how this actual setup works. which again is just an analogy to how the actual experiment would work. But yeah, that's, I think, let's say an interesting experiment, which is probably also helpful to learn a bit more about the idea of this. And there's other kits as well that you can find here. But apart from that, you also find all of these components that you would need, I think, in order to build the actual thing. Like you can see all types of optics components here. And yeah, I think I don't wanna let's say go through all of the different products that they have here. Besides this, there's also the rapid order here. There's additional services, so you have customization services, downloads for software that you want to have, quality system suppliers, and so on. There is also more to learn about the company. Let's also quickly check that out. So the About Us section, we see some optical components here, a lot of optical components. So there's a lot to learn here about the company, who we are, the history, what they do, commitments, employees, culture, values, leadership. So let's check out the who we are part. Thorlabs pioneers photonics technologies to accelerate scientific research and product development. Thorlabs advances and supports scientific innovation through the photonics components, instruments, and systems we design and manufacture. Our customers are at the heart of everything we do. Our business practices are designed so that our customers can quickly and easily identify, select, receive, and use our products. As we honor to support our customers' success as they accelerate the pace of scientific discovery and the development of new technologies that have transformed our world. Then here, I guess these are important values. So speed, same-day order processing, and shipping from stock for stock items, quick turn prototypes, transparency, so published prices, as we just saw before, availability and specifications, and then support, extended customer service, and technical support hours, detailed technical presentations. There's also something here about the history. So we were founded in 1989 in Newton with a simple mission: make photonics lab equipment more accessible to graduate students and junior professors. Although not the norm at the time, we made it easy for our customers to find and order the parts they needed for their research by publishing our prices, maintaining product inventory, and ensuring fast delivery. Over the last 35 years, we've grown to be an industry leader with a vast product portfolio to address a variety of photonic needs. Our global footprint has expanded to support customers across the world and in a variety of industries. And there is more to learn about what they are doing, about their commitments, and then also about the, let's say, employee as their greatest asset and the driving force for our customer centricity and innovation. And then there's also the company values here, which is respect, trust, innovation, accountability, and empathy, and a little overview of the leadership of the company. I think with that, I think I want to already wrap up. So there's much more, of course, here to see. They also have press releases, even from October. So this is being recorded mid of October. So I guess it's pretty much up to date. And as mentioned, there's much more to learn, but I actually don't want to hop into the details here because, as I said, I'm not an expert. But I mean, just to say, there are so many companies that have a very profound impact on how quantum technology develops and that are very much, let's say, hidden below the layer of the whole quantum story. And Thorlabs, I think, is definitely one of them. I guess most of the labs in the photonics space, in the optics space, they are aware of this company. They are making use of this customer centricity of Thorlabs. And with that, I want to wrap up today's video, which is a very short one. Please let me know if you like this little bit more shorter format. Let me know down in the comments below. And with that, I'm very grateful that you joined until this point in the video and looking forward to see you in the next one. Bye bye.